emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Touch, 95-56.
Check 55, come on. I'm trying to collect.
36. Hey, high 7.
On first down, Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Brees. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 21. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On second down, here's Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Check 24, check 24. Motion.
To throw on third down. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, it's our house. Check 31. Shift. Switch. Get him.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 27, Watson flushed out right. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. A first down carry now for Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Motion! 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
From the 41, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Mike 51! Mike 51! Rip left! Quick dash! Come! Let's go!
3rd and long. It's Watson escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 53. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
13.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Check.
Breeze to throw again. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 25 on second down, Watson to Mario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. On 3rd down, Miller. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. This is fielded at the 27. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Breeze now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Breeze lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. The big fella, he's at the 40, 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the...
Lamar Miller, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Saints take over first down, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is in a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Check my 47. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
24. Check.
Check. Crunch.
Throwing on third down. Watson, flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
You got tight. You got Hayward. 47 Mike. Mike.
Hey, I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They're going for it. It's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 47. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Rush in. Watch the edge. Motion.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On third down, Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. They'll run. It's Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run it with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, Watson. Open man, the tight end falls. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 21.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for me.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back. Check 43. 5-1.
Now Brees to try again after the pick 6. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Brees now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brees going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Recon, 132 fighter. 21. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, Delta. We taking win call.
Shotgun now for Brees. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brees finding Kamara. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brees. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Let's go. Hey,
from the gun, it's Breeze. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Breeze going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
55, 55. I got it. Hey, easy.
Back to throw, Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
Mike. Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Don't get nervous.
Sammy.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Again, it's Kamara. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. And the Saints, first down.
First throw of overtime for Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Thomas has it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Going to throw deep for the end, and this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.